Hello, Traveling Cloud here. How are y'all? Yeah, I look rough. I look rough every day, but it's okay. It happens. Anyways, so today I did walk about 10 minutes, or I have been walking, doing my little exercise while I'm dashing. But I didn't do the big walk today, so but I wanted to because I had an interview today and had some stuff to do online. But anyway, so what I want to do is talk about this grocery store that's here in Camp Verde. It's the only one here, and it's called BASHA'S. And I'm sure there's probably, I don't know how many there are throughout Arizona, or if there's any more. I think there's another one out. I can't remember where it was, Cottonwood or Sedona or somewhere like that. I've seen some, when I go on Indeed, I have seen some job openings on there, but it's not for the one here, but it's the ones that's way out there that would be too far to travel. The one that's here is I could probably walk to it, every day if I was to work there, but I ain't worried about working there. All I want to do is I want to talk about their, I want to talk about how I just love that store. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because most of the time, when you have a grocery store that's just, especially if it's the only one in town, you normally have that price gouge. When you have when they're by themselves, or they'll add, or it's like some grocery store that looks cheap, but then they add that 10% at the end of every order, of every item, or whatever. Anyways, but I much respect to this grocery store because they don't do that. They don't price gouge. I've noticed that. And they also have great deals, especially if you download their app, which that's becoming common with every place you go to, even grocery. The only place I think that doesn't offer any kind of discounts is Walmart. When you do or any kind of Shoppers card is Walmart. But anyways, if you got their Shoppers card, or if you download their app, you can, put your phone number in. You can get great deals over here at this BASHA'S store. And, but let's talk about their deli. So, while I was doing a DoorDash order, which was for there, and I love doing those orders there, because I love that store, I just do. And the people there are so friendly. So, while I was there, I was like, well, let's do just some chicken. Let's splurge a little bit today and do a couple pieces of fried chicken. And then they have a soup bar. Chili, and they had chili. They had jalapeno cheddar soup, I believe. Chicken noodle soup, broccoli and cheddar. And clam chowder, which I'm not a big fan of any kind of seafood unless it's tuna or something. Tuna. And I'm not really a big fan of, even if I was, I don't think I would like any kind of seafood soup. And then they had one more, but I can't remember what it was. Anyways, so I got I got a wing and I got a breast. My favorite is the wing, but I was like, let's test out the breast, because if a place can fry a good chicken breast without it going dry, that's a good piece of chicken, right? And they know how to fry chicken then, okay? And then they had a flat of cornbread. Looked like, they had some cornbread. The little bitty pan, or they had cornbread muffins too as well. And they had 2 in a pack, which I'm not really a big fan of, which I really didn't need 2. I only need like half of one, but nice if they just had them like wrapped individually, except, the muffins. So, The only thing about the cornbread that I wasn't crazy about, it was the sugar. It was sweet cornbread, and you can tell it was before you bought it, because you can tell when cornbread's sweet because of the glossiness on top of it. But the consistency was great. The chili was amazing, perfect. But the chicken, somebody put their foot in that. They really put their foot in that fried chicken. That stuff, that was probably the best fried chicken ever. Outside of, mama's and grandma's, you know what I mean? Somebody's grandma made that. Anyways, or came up with a recipe for it. And I didn't try any of the sides, but that fried chicken, I'm going to tell you, if you are traveling through here, it's right off, the grocery store is not far from the interstate. Instead of going to, which, yes, you have all this right here at your convenience, Denny's and McDonald's and Little Caesars and stuff. But if you go a little bit further and take a left go around the roundabout and take a left at the red light, I think it's the first or second red light, Finney Flat Road's the name of it, or you can just GPS it. If you just go a little bit further down, and you should go there, I'm telling you, because you could probably feed a family of 4, probably less than what you could feed them at McDonald's or any of these other places around. Definitely Taco Bell, because Taco Bell's gotten ridiculous. And you could, do a park, do a picnic somewhere or something like that. But I am telling you, that place is amazing. That chicken was just, and if you're a feller, you taking your gal on a date or whatever, if she gets mad at you getting a plate of that and taking her to a park for a picnic, dump her. Because I'm telling you, it is that great. And they have deals every day. Like, I believe it's Monday through Friday. I'm not sure if they had Saturday and Sunday, but they have $5 deals. And I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on it, but on Mondays, I think you can get a pizza for $5. And then on Tuesdays, I don't know if it was the baked chicken or the fried chicken that I read, but you could get that for $5, I believe, like an 8-piece. You could, you can make your own sides at home if you're not really wanting to deal with making fried chicken yourself. You can just go over there and get an 8-piece. You know what I mean? Take it home. Hey, you got supper, I'm telling you. And if you are one of those, if you live here and you go out of your way, and even if you live over there in Cottonwood or wherever the other one is, and you go out of your way to go to KFC or any other fried chicken place, you just need to be smacked. Because I'm telling you, that stuff was so good. So I just wanted to shout out to that grocery store, and I appreciate the friendliness whenever we walk in the door, and appreciate not price gouging or anything like that. And just to let everybody know about that, because like I said, Camp Verde's in between Flagstaff and Phoenix, so I'm sure they get plenty of travelers this way. I know this McDonald's here stays packed, so pack it out too if you want to in the mornings. But I would go over there and pack them out and clean their chicken out. They had other things there too, but I haven't tried that. But I do want to plan on trying their soup. So except for the clam chowder, like I said, I'm not a clam chowder fan. But just to let y'all know, if you're up this way, you don't have to go hungry at all. Just that's where you want to go. Anyways, well, I just wanted to give credit where credit was due, and I hope y'all continue following me. Remember, Jesus loves you, and we do too. Thank you. Have a blessed day.